What's up, everybody? Alan Owens here. I wanted to have a little bit of a topic of discussion, and I think some people might be upset when I talk about this, or get really excited when I talk about this. A lot of it has to do with monetization and monetization on Mixer, and what I think we can do, and what I think the future of the platform could look like, and would be really beneficial to partners and people striving to be partners one day. And I'm going to break it down into a couple parts. I want to explain what I think is positive, what I think is negative currently, what direction we could potentially go into, and what we can really look into for the future. So part one I'm going to hit is Sparks and Spark incentives, the patronage program, and all that. So positives on it is it's provided a lot of income to partners that weren't available. I actually became partnered after the program came into effect, but you would always hear the stories of the only way that you really made money before Sparks and Embers were introduced was you got sub money. There's people out there that have sponsorships where they get paid by companies. Some people have partnerships and they get, they do like massive giveaways, and some people get donations through giveaways using some programs like that. And a lot of people, obviously, you get donations for your revenue, income, but a lot of that's obviously not, you can't rely on that every month. You can't go, my favorite viewer, one of my viewers donates $1,000 every month. You can't rely on stuff like that. So Sparks have definitely helped a lot of people out. A lot of people are hitting even new milestones now with the fact that they added subs, getting more Sparks on a consistent basis. A lot of people are hosting channels and they're increasing, how many Sparks they get all the time, which is really cool. It's really awesome. It's provided people with the ability, a lot of people, to potentially do this full time and do it full time for an extended period of time. And a lot of people have been strategizing the right way, where they go, hey, it's going to give me the option for as long as it's out to be able to pay my bills. I'll be able to expand, my reach, my brand, and hopefully within that time frame, they lock down a sponsorship deal or they get enough subs where it becomes all sustainable. And, more power to those people. Everyone that's able to do it, props to you guys. You guys are awesome. But there are a lot of people that don't fall into that category. And I feel like Sparks have put a lot of pressure on not only streamers, but as well as streamers putting pressure on viewers. I see a lot of time people being like, hey, I'm going to gift you a sub, keep a tab open of my stream 24/7, and you better be in here by Tuesday to drop all those Sparks. I'm gifting you a sub. You're basically obligated. And, we can hate. You can really hate on those streamers all you want, but a lot of those people rely on the income from it. They really do, and it's something that a lot of people, you'll hear and they say, you shouldn't be relying on this, you shouldn't be relying on that, and I understand it and I get it. It is tough when your pathway to the most amount of income you can make is that. And, some people are making bot accounts and they're farming 20 different accounts to get, up to the next tier. And, they're trying to abuse the system as much as they can. And it definitely, I think, hurts long term, because I don't know what kind of budget there is on this. I don't know how much money they're able to put out every single month, but I see a lot on a consistent basis, people hitting higher tiers. So I think either we're going to see a slash in how much money we make, or potentially the whole program's going to get scrapped. And then that becomes, what other monetization options could we get? What benefits could we get? And I think that there's a couple ideas that I discussed on stream that I think could really help not only grow the platform, but really hit the mission statement. I don't think Sparks really helped Mixer. I don't think it benefited Mixer as a platform as much as like other options they could do. Like Sparks are mainly used so you can interact. You can drop stickers. You can use people's interactive boards. You can get involved that way. And my whole mindset is, what can they do to monetize us that also benefits the platform and makes them money? So we discussed option number one. And I think this is more towards the extreme end. I don't know if there's enough money in this to make this happen, but we discussed if you got a free sub with Xbox Live Gold. Now, that I believe would go back into the marketing budget, basically the money they already use on Sparks potentially, or maybe, you know, whichever other way they can make money, or whatever budgets they have. I don't know where it would come from, but let's say everyone got a free sub of gold. There's about, I think they said, I looked up the numbers, 63 million people have Xbox Live Gold. Well, 63 million unique accounts. So, you know, I know the Microsoft stores have like 20 or 30 different Xboxes with Xbox Live Gold. So obviously, like, the numbers are out there and like what number of unique individuals there are with it. But if we got, let's say, 1% over the whole first month just to check out Mixer, you're talking about 630,000 unique viewers that are going to check out the platform at some point. Just 1%. And I think Mixer can do a much better job if we got, you know, Xbox Live Gold to give it a free sub. But those people are automatically now going to be a part of your community. You know, they'll earn more Sparks, which can be used towards your interactive. I apologize. I think one of the dogs got like that. I'm sorry about that, guys. They'll be able to use your interactives. They'll be able to use your emotes. They'll be able to do sub-only stuff that I know a lot of people do. And it'll automatically bring in my opinion, a huge sum of revenue. For example, I had 130 viewers in my stream yesterday. And I said, realistically, if you had a free sub and you're not currently subbed to my channel, you know, a lot of them obviously said they would, but every single day you're going to have new unique viewers, you know. A lot of people already have a lot of friends that have Xbox Live Gold, and other people that haven't checked out the platform, people they play with on a consistent basis that go, hey, I don't have the money to sub, but, you know, if they had one through Xbox Live Gold, they would do it, which would be awesome. That'd be like a phenomenal way to really bring revenue to the streamer. I think people would be in the thousands of subs very fast. And I think that that's more involved towards the mission statement of Mixer. It's going to also get people who, you know, haven't checked out the platform to potentially buy an Xbox Live Gold membership to get their free sub. And then, you know, the gym effect, maybe they don't use the free sub and, you know, that they don't use the free sub the next month, and then they're just paying for the Xbox Live Gold. As you know, like, gyms don't want you to show up. They want you to buy a gym membership and then just charge you. But there's a lot of different ways where I think that benefits both Mixer as well as the partners as well as Microsoft. It gets more people on Xbox. It gets more people on Xbox Live Gold. Checking out the games with Gold's games, and then potentially, you know, purchasing. It'd be like a segue in. I personally think that might be too expensive for it. Either they would have to maybe pay a little bit less on those type of subs, or maybe they have a budget for it and maybe they see the long-term benefit of something like that. And another option I thought was, hey, if they can't do that, what if we did it with Game Pass Ultimate, where you get a free sub? Wasn't able to see anywhere how much Microsoft keeps after, I'm sure, they pay out their developers that do the Game Pass Ultimate games. I'm not sure how it works, where they get some games on Game Pass Ultimate, if it's month-to-month contracts, pay per download, or if they sign a contract and X amount of time this game's on Game Pass. And so I don't know how much they keep, but if there's enough where Microsoft can pay out a free sub, I think that more than likely there's more money in there involved where they could do that. And I know that they said that regular Game Pass had several million, so let's say 2 million people have it, and we got 10% of those people to check out the platform. That's 200,000, you know, unique viewers that came to the platform. I think that would definitely be a major increase in people's sub counts, as well as just like Gold. I don't think it'd be as extreme, obviously, as there's about 30 times more people with Gold than there are Game Pass Ultimate. But I think that those are two major options. I saw that for Prime Month, Twitch was doing bounties for Amazon Prime, where they were paying like $3 per person that signed up for Prime. So I wonder if we did every single month, you got bounties, and then you got paid bonuses based on like how many you hit. Like if you got 10 people to sign up for Game Pass Ultimate, you got like a, you know, $30 bonus. You got 25, you got like a $100 bonus. Something, for example, like 50, 100, and you got a bonus for that every month. I was thinking, what if they paid a residual on if people bought gold through you, right? Because a lot of partners, you have the ads up there where they can buy gold through you. And I was wondering if, like, what if they did a residual where if this person buys gold from you, every single month that they keep the gold, you get X% of the revenue. If they buy Game Pass Ultimate from you, you get X% of the revenue. And that would incentivize us to push their product. You know, it would get you to basically, you know, get them in the door as partners to the Microsoft product. And I think that that would really help. Like, if, for example, option A, you're talking about people would, I think, make way more than how much they make now at Sparks. It's all about if Gold has that type of budget, or if they like have that type of budget to pay that out with Gold. But I think people would make life-changing money. I think a lot more people would have the ability to go full-time. I think a lot of people would actually come over that are larger streamers, that maybe play on console, or that, you know, have a large community that's a Microsoft-based community that maybe play Game Pass Ultimate games. And, you know, Game Pass Ultimate technically has gold with it. So I wonder if, like, you would have a Game Pass Ultimate sub would be able to, like, if you had it a gold, you with Game Pass Ultimate, you already have gold. There's, I think eventually, the number of Game Pass Ultimate is going to actually start rivaling gold, as gold's a part of it. And it's a massive, like, Game Pass is insane. The studios that they have with it, the games they put on it are phenomenal. I think that one day, within the next 5 years, that number is going to skyrocket. But a large part of it would be if, let's say, for example, you know, I personally believe that within the first 6 months, I can get myself to about 1,000 subs, which would way surpass the amount of money I was making with Sparks. But if you also added potentially bounties or residual based on you getting people to sign up for that stuff, it's a win-win situation for both parties. Because if I get someone to sign up for Game Pass Ultimate as well as get the sub, or I get someone to get gold and get a sub with it, you know, I got them in the door for gold, or I got them in the door for Game Pass, which benefits Microsoft as now their subscriber count goes up, as well as I get them to check out their products. They may potentially buy other Microsoft games, they may potentially buy a console, or they may potentially buy software, especially with xCloud coming out and all that. It gets it in the door, and it gets you familiarized with Microsoft, as well as it brings more revenue streams to us, where if I was to make a residual from 100 people that bought gold, as well as 100 people that bought, let's say, Game Pass Ultimate through me, so that's 200 people a month that you're getting a residual from, plus, you know, those are 200 subscribers you have as well as your regular subscribers. I think that we would make potentially more money. I've run some of the numbers, even if bounties weren't involved and they did gold subs, I think we surpass Sparks no problem, and I think we surpass it very fast. Game Pass Ultimate, I think, will take a little bit of time as Game Pass builds, as you convince people to potentially get Game Pass Ultimate, as well as because you want to check out the games plus a sub, as well as I said a lot of ideas that they can promote Game Pass Ultimate, such as add like a channel one for Game Pass Ultimate, where, you know, it would be so beneficial for partners to start streaming those games, where if I start playing like Forza, for example, it's on Game Pass. I'm playing it, and I can tell people, you really like this game, you know, just get Game Pass and you get the game for free, as well as you get to subscribe to the channel. It's a win-win situation, because now they've now got Forza, they now got Game Pass Ultimate, now they have a sub to Mixer. So now they're going to be on all three. They're going to be on Forza, they're going to be on Game Pass Ultimate, and they're going to be on Mixer, which also segues to, now I'm going to go play other games. They may potentially buy the games. They may buy add-ons to the games. They're going to buy that all through the Microsoft Store, and revenue keeps coming in. It'll expand the platform, I think, on a dramatic level, and it'll provide monetization options. I think it'll also open a lot of doors to potential sponsorships, when I could just be like, hey, I have 1,000 subscribers. You know, they're going to take you a little more serious. So those are my ideas. I've had a couple other monetization ideas that I don't want to throw out yet, because I want to discuss with my community first. And these were two ideas that we had very positive You know, feedback too. We had a lot of people that said that they would do it. They would get involved in this. We had a lot of streamers that were big fans of it. And I personally think that once we move Sparks back to more of just like being interactive and not really push that towards being the major source of revenue, people I think are going to be back to being more unique with their mix plays. Because I keep seeing just like you go to someone's stream, it's 10,000 Sparks, 20, 50, 100, 250, 500 a mil, and that's it. It doesn't do anything. They're just buttons to drop Sparks. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any monetization ideas, if you guys like these ideas, if you guys think that they would maybe help expand Mixer, you know, share it on Twitter. Share this video on Twitter. Share it on Instagram. Tell your friends, family. I don't know. But make sure you guys leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And hopefully I'll see you guys when we're live. We can discuss it when I'm live. I love talking about this type of stuff. So with that, I'm Alan Owens, checking out with you. Peace.